how do you integrate with Twitter and Facebook? To what extent can these be broadcast to those networks or pull in data from?
From Chime In, you can also share to Twitter, Facebook, and soon Google+.
Okay.
Right now it's a completely separate network, so that content isn't shared with us,
right.
but we can share outbound, so a person can compose in one place and share on all 3 networks.
Right. So when you launched Uber Media Disrupt, actually about a year ago, you deliberately pursued a strategy where you kind of filled in holes and gaps that Twitter, for some reason or other, was too slow to or wasn't doing at the time. And then that kind of woke them up, and then they decided that, hey, maybe we want to be doing this, or we want to not have partners do that, right? And now you've shifted right into this new area. What did you learn from that experience so that you don't repeat that, you don't rouse the giant, and maybe the giant's Facebook in this case, or maybe it's Twitter. But can you tell me a little bit about what you learned from that experience and how you're going to maybe avoid that same thing happening again?
Well, one, we're very focused on working with the other platforms. So for example, in Uber Media, we have 2 divisions in the company. A full Twitter division, which is making apps that work with Twitter, and we're still continuing that very excitedly, and those apps are gaining market share and gaining users, and we're optimizing those all the time to try and add functionality. This new platform is to try and address something different. This is really a different experience, and I'll give you the example. I follow about 400 people I'm connected with on Facebook, and they're mostly friends and family and people I went to college with and so on. And I'm mostly checking there to look into what's happening in their lives. On Twitter, I follow about 400 people, and I'm looking at that as my instantaneous news network. I mean, I get the pulse of what's happening in the world from the people I follow on Twitter. I'm really interested in solar energy. If I want to go to my Facebook friends, I'm not going to find anything about solar energy because I don't really know anything about that. On Twitter, if I type in hashtag solar energy, I'm not going to get the most thoughtful things on solar energy. There's no place for me to go have a discussion with other people who really are passionate about solar energy.
Right.
That's what we've really built Chime In for. It's something different. So it's not competitive with Twitter or Facebook, it's more of a new type of social experience. So we want to continue to work with the other platforms, but we really feel that this is something that is a new edition of a new type of social experience, more focused around interests.
But I think that the threat, or one of the things you have to worry about is not if this fails, but if you're right. And if you're right, that means that this is sort of the next step, evolution in social networking. And if that's true, that means that Twitter and Facebook and Google Plus has to add an interest layer beyond what they've already done, right? So,
well, if that works, and we do turn out to be correct, I think we have great opportunities to partner with them. We're building out this interest network. We're building out the capabilities to understand who wants to be part of what community. If we build enough critical mass around that, and I think we can, we could be a very valuable partner to all of them.
And what do you think is your advantage to start from scratch, a clean slate, thinking about this from the interest graph point of view in the beginning, as opposed to a Facebook, which already has interest, but would have to add that in as a new layer that's not a sort of a natural way?
I believe we would have loved to have found a way to build this on top of other platforms, and maybe we still will find a way to partner to do that. The problem is some of the architectural changes we had to make to achieve the optimization of this interest graph were just too different, and we really had to start from scratch. Over time, if they add functionality and we can partner with them to do it, we'd love to bring that to them.
Okay, terrific. Well, good luck with the new product.
Thank you very much.